We're going to be talking about DXY. DXY stands for dollar index. And I know, throughout last week, we're predicting for higher prices. That was on Sunday last week. Today, being 26th, that's at the making of this video. 26th. Still staying. I'm still very biased. I don't want to drop my bias for higher prices just like that. I'll be considered a weekend. But DXY has really shown us that, oh, maybe this red candle leading to this series of buy candles doesn't mean this red candle is going to lead. Like this is kind of like a manipulation that is ongoing. And you know, after a set of expansions, the next thing that can happen is either reversals, retracement. So now, if we're considering this a retracement, we're in a key level, which is this order block, and
Yes.
also in this fair value gap. So I want to still trust that this is like my last line of defense. If dollar doesn't show its willingness for higher prices here, then I would start to shift sentiment when we get below this low. Because when we get below this low, I would be predicting that we see this level where we can still see higher prices. But around this area, like higher prices is definitely what I'm still trying to stick to because I'm not just doing this because I like it, but based off the 3 month time frame, look at what we have. Like we've had you run into this imbalance, this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So imbalance on buy side, inefficient on sell side, we get that delivery and we start to take lows out. Look at this low, forge with this low. So we had this low run, we created a short-term high and we shifted above the short-term high. This has my eyes. And that high comes in at 114.778. But that's something for years, okay, because this is like three months. Okay, and we've been consolidating at this
Yeah.
range since we're consolidating at this price range since October 2022. We've been in this price range since October 2022. Okay, so that's a really big quarter that we really consolidated. Now we're having the first market structure shift last quarter, the last quarter of 2024. We had the shift above the last quarter of 2023's highs because that was October, November, December. That's the last quarter. So we had that shift above. So this is a quarterly shift above this high. And now are we seeing a
Yes.
retracement into this other block? Because this is another block. Are we seeing a retracement into this breaker? Because this is a breaker, this last break candle prior to the sales that took out sell side. So we have a breaker, we have an order block, we have key level supporting for higher prices. This is why it's always very good to have like a very vast understanding of a big understanding of where your higher time frame key levels are. Okay. So look at where we are here, like this CB we get that delivery into it. The half of the candle is basically supporting. Because if I draw this out, this is what we have. Look at the bodies of the candles. It doesn't close above that line. That's one part. So that's when we get this retracement. Because this is a retracement, now that you're seeing that it's coming back up, right? That's the same thing, that's the same phenomenon
Mhm.
expecting. I'm expecting on this weekly time frame. Or is it just a retracement towards continue higher? All right. So yes, we failed. Yes, this CB failed, which I do not like. I do not like to see that we're coming below here with aggression, but I'm still hoping that we pick up some more buy orders and start to rally. Okay. If this volume imbalance is still in play, do you understand? But seeing how we're falling away from the consequent encroachment of this CB, yeah, from November 7th, 2022, seeing how we're falling I'm seeing that here. But yeah, the bodies of the candles closed above this consequent encroachment. So, but where are we back to on the discount side of things? We're back to a discount area where for the first time in how many weeks? One, two, three, four, five, six. For the first time in 6 weeks, price is cheap again. Okay, so we're cheap again. We're at a discount again. We're at this order block. So this is why I'm going to still trust that. Oh yeah, the higher time frame is still in play, which means the 3 month time frame is still in play for higher prices. Which means what on the monthly time frame we're still in play because what do we have here? We have a BC, right? So even if we do not get, even if we're getting this deep retracement, you see why I'm still also telling you that we have to completely move below this before I'm going to change my mind for lower prices. Okay. So as long as we're still showing signs there, this is also a key level where price can move from premium to discount. But on the weekly, just fixing everything on the weekly time frame, what we have. This is what we have. So next week, I'm going to stick towards higher prices. I'm just going to stick towards that. Let's check our news calendar for next week, 27th to 31st. Settings. And then we have FOMC. FOMC is the big news we have next week, and that's usually Wednesdays by 2:30 p.m. New York time, which is 9:30 our time. Sorry, 8:30 our time. 8:30 Nigerian time. 2:30 p.m. New York time. On Tuesday we have this impact 2, impact. On Thursday we have impact 2, and on Friday we have impact on employment claims. So yeah, we have high impact every other day this week apart from Monday. Knowing that DXY, and we're expecting if I'm expecting a bullish week, then I'm expecting Monday to be like, the open and the fake out, maybe the Judas swing. So I'm not going to be scared if I see price rallying lower. No, I'm going to hope that rally lower, as long as we're in half of this order block. I'm going to draw that out. As long as this order block, the half of it, main threshold of it supports or is holding price, I'm going to stay with higher prices, bro. Because it's just the right thing to do for me. Number one, we're in discount. We've expanded, so this may likely be a retracement or reversal. But until it has completely traded below this previous area of demand and trades below this low, then we violated this demand. Okay, until it completely trades below it, I'm going to still respect that every area of discount can push price to premium. So that's just how I'm going to read it. And on the daily time frame, look at what we have. So that weekly order block that we had here, this is it on the daily time frame. So as long as we're staying, I need you to look at this price action from here to this level. Everything is efficient except maybe this level. There's a small imbalance there. But either ways, look at this imbalance here. Look at this small order block here. As long as we're staying above the mean threshold of the weekly order block, I'm going to trust that we're still going to maintain higher prices. Higher prices to where above the high of this candle, which is January Tuesday's high last week and Friday. So between there, we have a tiny fair value gap there, very tiny one right there. So yeah, this is basically my take on DXY for this week. First area of premium, see if we can, just rally to basically rally because this week we spent time going down, and I'm hoping if we can see that rally, just hoping and marking my levels. But yeah, that's basically it. And let's check for the sake of this, let's just compare this with the interest rate ZB. So so because interest rate is inversely proportional to the currency, every time interest rates go higher, DXY, the currency what goes lower. Every time this goes lower, the currency what goes higher. That's the correlation. So looking at this on the weekly time frame, we traded into this weekly CB, we started to rally lower, and for some reason where we turned back into this week, half of it is consequent encroachment. So let's see if we still maintain lower prices. But as long as we maintain lower prices on interest rates, we are very sure that DXY DXY is going to give you what higher prices. Okay, it's high probability to see that. So I'm still sticking with higher prices for this. Okay, can you see now? I'm sticking with higher prices for this. So if this starts to rally, then interest rates can see a reason to want to go lower. All right, lower to where this volume imbalance. All right, so that's how I'm just supporting my conferences and gathering them basically, right? To be able to them within sessions that I'm trading and with my ideas. So that's basically my my idea on DXY going into this new rate. What do you have to say about that, my bro?
I want to know whether you're short-term bullish or long-term bullish. like what are you looking at? Because if price opens on Monday, I'm not saying price rallying up aggressively because if
Oh,
just
you can
rally
see that.
down
That's what you're
just to
saying. You
see
can't say that.
yet.
Yeah, nobody can see it actually.
On
Okay.
Monday, I can't say it because according to the economic calendar, we don't have any news on Monday yet,
Okay.
and all the big rallies will be left until Wednesday, which is FOMC. So price will want to delay most of what it has to Wednesday. So
And you know,
what was Wednesday?
Friday was like kind of like big. Friday was a very big range day. So if we have such a big
Yes.
range day on Friday and we've been having small ranges, Monday might likely expand, all right, or just do a small range, but definitely should still be in the range of this, this fair value gap. All right. So I'm very keen to see how it
Yeah.
plays out. Well, the opening, whatever it is doing, look at how last week we opened with a gap down. We opened with a serious gap on the 4 hour time frame. Like that gap was serious. Look at it. We gapped down and look at our analysis from last week, staying with higher prices because we had used the bodies of the candles to close the volume imbalance. But if they had other businesses lower, what is the business? A form of seeking what discount. So we're not scared that it's lower. In fact, we had already highlighted the level because there's a weekly fair value gap here. All right. So we're not going to doubt that that's not the level. It's a level and it's present, and that's where price is. And every time price was drawing lower, we knew that that would act as a draw. The weekly fair value and the order block that would definitely act as the draw. So when you now have that mindset and you're going into that, okay, you expected to see higher prices, but this week you're seeing such massive return. Bro, I'm not saying this thing as a reversal. I'm going to want to stay with, you know, higher prices. But yeah, it doesn't mean I'm going to start seeing that in the beginning of the week. No, I have to wait for the whole weekly profile. Like as the week begins to print, then my answers become clearer. Like fixing price action, trading is like fixing a puzzle, and you must enjoy fixing the puzzle. This thought process of I'm seeking towards this is where I'm more interested in price. I have to submit to that the whole of this week. Like I have to submit to the fact that yeah, I had bullishness in mind. All right, that's why these feedbacks, these breakdowns are very important because you already give yourself like a weekly structure to stand by, a weekly play. And even if you know that play or that profile, you're not just going to see that thing as a whole. There are variables that can affect that play. There are things that can, oh, there's high impact on this day, so if this doesn't pull this day, then maybe next week this is not really pushing as buys. Then everything starts to reveal itself on the whole play. But yeah, overall, I have premium level here, and on the 4 hour time frame, we have weekly volume, an actual gap. This is not even, apart from being a volume imbalance, there's a gap. This is a real gap. All right, a real gap in price. This is a gap. Nothing was here. Nothing. No price delivery. So that's something that is also present as per premium array. And on the daily time frame, at that same level, what do we have? That's fair value. That's any fair value that I marked out. So putting one and two together, we're already having that at that level. So, and we're in a weekly key level, which is what weekly fair value gap, weekly order block, and we've had expansions. We're back to a form of retracement. So to continue the expansion, all right. But let's see about that. Let's see if DXY runs below. As long as we stay above this order block, I'm still bullish. As long as we find a way to stay above this order block, I'm still bullish. Cheers, guys. See you all in the next video.